Hey, I'm Keith the Traveller as an explorer, not as in pikey, and welcome, dear viewer, to Montreal. So one of the really neat things about Montreal is these murals. They are literally all over the city. They are like of an unbelievable quality. So I would definitely recommend, as you walk around Montreal, keep an eye open, look behind every corner, every crevice, look behind you, because these murals are everywhere and they really are well worth having a good gander at. So, interesting story about the church behind me. In the 1980s, the church itself ran out of money. So they wondered what is it they could do to raise some money. So in the end, they decided to sell the land underneath the church. So today, when you go underneath the church, you'll find them all. What it is, they basically put it on stilts, excavated underneath, covered it in concrete, and then basically carried on as if there's nothing happening at all. And the thing about this spire that you can see here, because it became too heavy, it's actually aluminium and fake. So Dorchester Square actually has some interesting history about it. In the early 1700s, it was the original cemetery, and when you walk through the park, you'll see lots of these little crosses on the floor, which represent basically the fact that it used to be the cemetery. Across the road from here is where you'll see the cathedral. Now, what happens is that in Montreal, there's a lot of like east versus west in the olden days, and that is like on the east side was the French side, and the west side was the English-speaking side. And so what happens is, where this park is was literally right on the border. So the French decided to build this huge cathedral to basically put two things up to the English or the Scottish or whatever side it was through here. As you come through here, there's a number of monuments and also, well, quite a lot of pigeons. So before I leave Montreal, one tantalising tidbit for you here in the central station. Either side of the station, you'll find these murals. One is in French and one is in English, and that represents the east side for the French, and the west side is for the English side. It's like silly o'clock in the morning. I can't speak. That's me. Montreal done. Merci beaucoup.